If you want me to come over and sit on your couch and eat bonbons and watch a movie, I don't have time for that. But that is a choice. Now, we waste time due to factors beyond our control, but we also waste time on things that are within our control. So what's beyond our control? Well, interruptions we talked about, computer and equipment problems. I know that many of you are not tech savvy, and so when that computer doesn't turn on, you got to call the geek squad to come out to your house and fix something, or you got to haul the thing into Best Buy. Why not just go down to the library and use their computer? And if it breaks, then somebody there can fix it. But we got to do things that we can better manage those disruptions. You also might want to take advantage of some of these holiday specials that are occurring. If your computer is like 12 years old and it moves at a snail's pace, it might be time for you to invest in some updated equipment so that you can move more quickly. If you consider the value of time, if I can get an offer written in 5 minutes instead of 50 minutes because of bandwidth issues, I'm saving 45 minutes every time I write an offer. And if I'm supposed to be writing 4 offers a week, then I'm saving 3 hours a week. That's 9 hours, 12 hours a week, 12 hours a month, just having a faster computer system. So it might be time for you to upgrade, okay? Attending unnecessary and unproductive meetings. Now, I know a lot of you like to socialize, and so you go to REI club meetings and you have various meetup groups that you go to. Here's the question. And I actually eliminated 3 mastermind groups that I was involved in 2024. I am not participating in 2025. I even have some of my coaches and mentors that I was paying in 2024 that I've eliminated in 2025. Why? Because when I looked at my investment of time to my return on investment, I wasn't getting a good rate of return. So my time was not being properly monetized in those activities. So as you think about all of the things that you are involved in, all of the different webinars that you attend, the different Zoom calls that you participate in, the different group conversations, I mean, if you really analyze, have I made any money from my investment into these things? You're going to find that like 90% of them, no, you haven't made any money. And so that's the litmus test. I will attend a mastermind group if I'm seeing monetized opportunities coming from those meetings. But if I don't, I'm out. I got enough information. I don't need any more information. I need results. So as we're investing time into these things, are we getting results? Okay, staffing shortages, covering for absent coworkers. We track absenteeism very tightly here at this organization. And if we see people that are just not committed, you're out and we will replace you, okay? I'm looking for people who don't just want a job, but they understand that they have the capacity to become multimillionaires and they're willing to put in the time, energy, and effort to get there. Unplanned work, change priorities, emergencies. You got to manage these. I know emergencies are hard to manage, but there are things we can do that are within our control, like having good planning or organization, not jumping from project to project. Those of you that are working in the real estate investment space, right? You're on the phone, you're doing what you need to be doing, you're making outbound calls, and you get on the phone with a seller and they're really motivated. And you say, hey, I'll be out at your house in 45 minutes. So you jump in your car, you drive 45 minutes to get there, you get stuck in traffic. By the time you get back to your desk, it's been 5 hours. So instead of continuing to make calls and scheduling 3 or 4 appointments when you're going to be in that neighborhood, you schedule 1. That's poor planning. That's terrible organization. We want to get more done in less time, okay? Unnecessary and unproductive meetings. Again, this goes back to that conversation. Masterminds, meetup groups, webinars, are they giving us any tangible return on time? If not, stop being there, okay? Purge yourself from those activities so that you have more time. Spending too much time on calls, emails, and the internet. Every appointment, okay, every phone call, unless it's with a homeowner, okay? Now remember, the purpose of an outbound call is to establish need and schedule an appointment, okay? So even when we're making outbound dials, we shouldn't be spending more than 5 or 10 minutes on the phone with any one prospect, because the purpose of a phone call is not to get a deal. The purpose of a phone call is to establish need, set the appointment at a later time where both parties have scheduled and committed to a 30-minute meeting. That's a much better use of time. Emails, keep them short, or dictate your email to AI, let it write it, and then just copy and paste it into the email. Okay, this is another way technology can make us more efficient. Okay, procrastinating until a project becomes urgent. Now again, some of you have invested thousands of dollars into your training, thousands of dollars into your education. You're making your payments on your credit cards every month, but you're not doing the work. You're not doing the things that you were trained to do. And so you're not getting a return on those investments. You've got to monetize those investments. And you need to do it now before it becomes urgent. And I know for some of you, it's already become urgent. And you need to hustle and start generating some income from the things you've invested in, okay? Saying no. You can't chair every one of your kids' activities at school. You can't take on every role at church, even though God bless you. Some things you need to say no to, okay? Guys, you will not grow a business if you don't allocate time, energy, resources, and effort to growing the business. And this is another area that I see a big miss. You know, you guys quit your job, you become self-employed, you say, I'm gonna do this full time, and you don't give friends or family any boundaries of when you're available, when you are working, and everybody assumes that because you don't drive to an office every day and punch a clock for somebody else to sign your paycheck, that you're not busy. Okay? My friends, my family know that between the hours of 7 in the morning and 7 at night, I'm not available. So don't schedule dinners, don't ask me to be somewhere, because I am working and I'm self-employed, but I'm working. You guys need to say no to things as well. Failure to delegate, okay? Now, many of you are, how do I put this nicely? You are control freaks, okay? And you don't trust anybody to do anything as well as you do it. Well, here's the problem. They can't do it as well as you do it because you haven't trained them to do it as well as you do it. The key to delegation is to become a better communicator and a better trainer to communicate what your expectations are and how you want the job done really well, okay? There should be nothing that you do that somebody else can't do better than you do, okay? Now, there are people in this company who are much better speakers than I am. They do many of our trainings, but I'm the only guy that's been doing CEO Fireside Chats for the last 15 years, so this is one of the only things that I don't outsource any longer because I love seeing you guys at least once a month, and I think that these things are really important, okay? Last thing that is within our control is socializing too much. Some of you are social butterflies, and if you're like my oldest sister, what she will tell you is, I've never met a stranger, she says, there are no strangers, only friends I haven't met yet. Because we used to call her Bubbles, because she's so friendly, and you meet my sister Lori, and within minutes, you guys will be fast friends, and you'll be invited to her house for dinner, and you name it, okay? You don't have time for that, okay? Unless you are independently wealthy or you are a trust fund baby and you got millions of dollars rolling in from interest on accounts, you don't have time for socialization. Now, if we are socializing, are we socializing with people that we can do good things with, okay? Now, my friends are people that I'm in business with, people I'm in ministry with, people that we are in various nonprofit activities with. My friends and my social life is tied to the business, the ministry, and nonprofit efforts. Outside of that, I don't really have time for friends or socialization. So you want to hang out with me? Hey, let's go feed the homeless together. That's something we could socialize together and be productive. But if you want me to come over and sit on your couch and eat bonbons and watch a movie, I don't have time for that, okay? But that is a choice. And that's why these are things that are within your control. You need to manage